Boom, that's me. What's that, you ask? Why, this is Milkstache. Hey guys, talking vaping. And yes, this is the next flavor review that I'm going to be doing. It is by Milkstache e-liquids. This is Magnum. Magnum. And this is an almond milk flavor. Now, I was really looking forward to this particular flavor because I am a huge fan of almond milk. So I'm going to be really curious to see if this measures up to the actual almond milk flavor, and we will go from there, and I will let you know what I think. But this is the bottle. Comes in the Milkstache form, and yes, that is milk. There's a couple of things that I really like about this bottle, and one of them I will show you. As you can see, it is a safety ring. I can sit here forever and do this. It'd be really, really boring, but it will not, when it's properly sealed, this will not unscrew off until you break this big, hefty security ring cap, which I'll do here in a minute. But you have your funky Milkstache. You have the name of the company, Milkstache, name of the flavor, warning and ingredients, all your warning little pictures, barcode, various other warning and safety labeling down in here. It is a 3-nic. Now, they do have a website. It's milkstacheliquids.com. They do have, there's 3 flavors in this line. If you've watched my previous video, I did 1 flavor already. This is the second. They do have all 3 listed. They do have the pricing on there as well. Now, this is offered in 3 nicotine levels. It is going to be, actually, I apologize, 4 nicotine levels. 0 is still considered 1, even though it is technically no nicotine. 3, 6, and 12. So they do offer a little bit higher nicotine content for those who still feel that they need it that high, but their focus is not nicotine. It is all about the flavor and the milk creaminess of their line. I like that this is basically a solid, this is a 60 ml bottle, and it is one of the, like the chubby gorilla type unicorn bottles. It is a thick, dense plastic. It's not going to break very easily, but it is very, very durable. It's not going to, you know, pop, burst, or anything like that under normal situations. Labeling is cute. I mean, you've seen these guys on Instagram all over the place with everybody doing this thing, and you know, it's the attention that they put into this. This is cool. You know, it's compact, it's easy to carry, you know, it's easy to use. But the one thing that I really do like about this, I'm about to show you here. So, like I said, this is sealed. This is a first vape, first review. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bust this. Now, listen to this pop, though. So you definitely know if it's been tampered with. Oh, now it won't do it, of course, because it all comes off as one. When I did the first one, the way that it popped off, like that crack that you just hear, that's the ring actually separating itself from the lid. Now, why I didn't do it with this one, I guess I just lucked out. The first one did it, and it has a hefty pop to it, so you definitely know if it's been broken. But that is a solid cap. Now, what I like about this, really, as big as the bottle is, that is the reservoir tip. It's really easy to work with, it's really durable, and it's really easy to fill. Whether it's a tank that you're using or a dripper, it's easy to aim, it's easy to dispense, and it doesn't separate. You know, it's not like this is going to pop right off. So definitely big props and a pro of that right there for me. Now, like I said, this is a first review, so this is going to be basically my opinion on this. I'm not trying to impose it on anybody. I'm not trying to tell you that you're for sure going to get the same reaction out of this that I am. I'm just trying to give you a little bit more information about the flavors so that it gives you a little bit more to go on if this is going to be something that you want to try or you want to test out if you're in a local shop that carries them. If you say, oh, hey, I saw that on YouTube, or I've seen that on Instagram. I heard it was really, really good. Let me go ahead and try that. If your shop doesn't carry it, I haven't mentioned it. You know, not many shops do carry a dedicated milk flavor line, so it's definitely different in that sense. But we're gonna go ahead and juice up my wick. It is brand new. I did just wick this for this video, only cotton that I choose to use is Texas Tough Cotton. It's not pansy, it's not weak, it's not anything other than a real solid quality, durable wicking cotton. It's easy to use. It doesn't, what's the word? It doesn't poof out, easily, so you can work with it. It does form really nicely, holds flavor really, really well. As long as you don't change your flavors like every couple of minutes on it, it lasts. It seems to last a bit longer than a lot of other cottons that I've tried. So on Instagram, it's Texas Tough Cotton if you're interested. So we can go ahead and get this dripped up, and I'm going to go ahead and give this a vape. Now, when it comes to milk flavors, there isn't really going to be a specific milk. I mean, everybody's drank milk or form of milk if you can't drink milk. So to emulate that, it's impressive if you can get it closer than just doing a standard creaminess type flavor off of that. So that's what I'm hoping to get off of this, is something a little more than just a regular cream. I'm hoping that it really does taste like almond milk, and has more of the milky taste. So, and as you can see with the reservoir tip, as I said, literally it is really easy to direct the fluid exactly where you want it to go. It's not hard to squeeze the bottle. You don't have to squeeze very hard. It's not something that you have to, basically cramp up your arm trying to squeeze out. It's really, really easy. Flows really nicely, so it's definitely a lot better to work with than using a single eyedropper and having to use a little rubber plunger, things like that. So like I said, it's one of the best things that I like about it, and it's just something really simple. They put the time and effort to invest in the quality of the product, how it's made, how it's manufactured, and why not take it a little bit further and realize, hey, you know what? If we're going to provide it into a bottle to make it easy to carry around, why not make it easy to dispense and make it just that much better for the average vapor to work with or deal with? So, I'm going to go ahead and get that, give it a quick little pre-burn, and and juice this up a slight bit more, and we will go straight to vaping. And as I do this and this and this and this and this and this, so, and here we go. So this is Magnum by Milkstache Liquids, and as you can see right there, 75 watts for my vaping level. Here we go. Solid clouds, absolutely not going to have a problem there if you do like clouds, whether it's for tricks or whether it's just a cloud chuck, or if you just like having, dense clouds. Okay, so go ahead and squeeze a little bit more into here. Okay. Now, I have drank almond milk before, so I do kind of have something to go off of as far as to compare this to that flavor. Now, it definitely has the creamy milkness to it, just like the first flavor did. The milk aspect of it is there. Now, obviously, it's not going to taste exactly like, a cold glass of milk, because that's kind of hard to do in a liquid form. So it has the creaminess flavor, but it's not as thick as a normal, like a custard cream or a yogurt cream. It's lighter off of that, but it's not a whipped cream flavor. to get specific explaining that, it's a little difficult, but if you've ever tasted a custard and then if you've ever tasted a whipped cream flavor, it's kind of, I would say, in the middle, but leans more towards the whipped cream because it is meant to be a lighter milk-based cream flavor. But the kick to it is the almond flavor. Now, there is a difference between an almond milk flavor and the actual nut almond flavor. It does not have the nutty almond flavor. It is not a hearty, nutty, woodsy type taste. It's definitely more on the almond milk level. Now, the only con that I would say to this, if you're going to compare it to actual almond milk, is obviously the milk aspect of the flavor is going to be a little different. But the almond for the vape does have, it does taste a little bit weaker in this version than it actually does in the actual almond milk. The almond milk, when you drink it, it does have a heavier almond flavor, but it's a bit heartier. Now, again, you can't emulate that directly into a vape liquid, but comparing the two flavors, I would definitely say this is going to be it's going to basically taste a weaker form of the actual almond milk. But as far as the consistency and the mixture and whether or not it actually tastes like almond milk instead of just a creamy almond, absolutely, I will definitely say this tastes more like an almond milk flavor instead of actually just taking like crushed almonds and sticking them into a glass of milk. You definitely, I get more of the flavor on the exhale than I do on the inhale. When you do the inhale, it almost has a very, very slight cooling feel, almost like you're drinking a cold glass of it. And then when you do the exhale, that's when all the flavor seems to hit my mouth, at least. Yeah. But overall, it still is refreshing. It still is a very close almond milk flavor. For those of you that, you know, can't drink milk regularly and you have to drink like almond milk or another form of it like that, if you do like that flavor, I definitely would suggest giving this vape a try. On a scale of 1 to 10 tokens for me, I'm definitely going to give it a 9.5. I would probably like to have a little bit stronger of the almond flavor in this. But overall, it's still a very solid vape. It's a very solid flavor. It's definitely well made. The quality and the attention to detail is definitely there. So, by all means, Milkstache liquids, you know, with their first flavor, and check out my first video on that one. It was a chai tea milk flavor. But also with the Magnum on this one with the almond milk flavor, both very solid flavors for a milky flavor line. Definitely give it a shot. Reach out to them. Have your shop reach out to them. Look into it about getting samples for the shop. Have your shop look into it if they're looking for something a little different to bring in. Like I said, not many companies do a dedicated milk-based flavor line, so this definitely would stand out. And plus the packaging, the label on it with the mustaches, that's kind of cool. But definitely reach out to them. Definitely give them a shot. Like I said, milkstacheliquids.com. They are on Instagram, and I believe they're on Facebook as well. So definitely hit them up. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest. Anything that I can do. It doesn't matter what it is. A question, a comment, a concern, a video you want to see. But anything that I can do to help further enhance your vaping experience, that's all I do this for. That's the only reason why I want to do this. So however I can help you, that makes me feel a lot better about myself as far as trying to help people find that unique flavor that they're looking for in vaping. So definitely hit me up, let me know. I'll get back to you as best I can. Till next time, guys, I appreciate all the love and support of you taking the time to watch my videos. Vape on, vape strong, and have a good night.